Hi creatives, you're welcome to another interesting sewing tutorial. So in this tutorial we will be sewing this beautiful cowl drape dress that we drafted in the last tutorial. If you've not seen the pattern drafting of this very tutorial, do well to check the link in the description box so that you can check out the pattern drafting. It's so important before coming now to join this very tutorial to know how I put it all together. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video. So here is the upper part of this dress. It was drafted in the last tutorial, and this is the lower part, which is the skirt part. I also have the band, which is here, and I used paper gum as interfacing on this band. I explained all of this in the last tutorial, so we are going to go ahead and start joining all of these together. So to put it together, I started from the skirt part, and you can see what it looks like right here. I'll just go ahead and remove all of these pins and show you what next. So what I'm doing here is to remove the pins and of course mark the spread that I used here. Now this will make the sewing very easy. Okay, make sure you take this process. If not, it will make you to measure and remeasure and remeasure. But if you mark and notch the spread that you took while after pattern drafting, you'll just go ahead and use those notches to form your pleats and you're good to go. Okay, so right here I have put the notches for the skirt part. I'll go ahead and do the same for the top. Okay, go ahead and mark all of the allowance, all of the spread and the darts that we are used. You can see the dart there, and I marked it. I included the dart on the what I'm going to take in. Yes, so you can see what I have here. I had to cut this neckline lower. It was high in the pattern drafting tutorial. I decided to come down more, so I feel it will be more beautiful that way. So, and this is what I have. I'm marking the spread I have here and also marked the dart points because I will be taking all of that in this tutorial. Okay, so here is the facing for the back and of course the facing for the front parts. So this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead and remove all of this paper, all of the pins, and start joining it together. You can see the band. I've also applied pepper stay to it just like the facings. I hope this makes sense. So I'll go ahead and start with the skirt part. I will use my notches and start pleating all of this together. Now the first thing I did was to measure to where my zipper will be ending, and I marked, okay, because this is the back part of this dress. Then from where it ends, I had to stitch it down. So here I've stitched it down. The next is to open it up like this and then start splitting all of this together. Where I touched is the middle. Okay, so using the notches, I'm just going to follow all of the splits. Okay, pleat it all through. As I pleat while following the notches, I'll be stitching it down, but this is what it will look like. I'm just using those pins to show you what it will look like and how you're going to direct your pleats towards the hip. Okay, make sure you follow the direction of the pleats. You're going to see that now. So right here I have pleated all of that, and you can see how I did it, how the direction of the pleats are. Okay, watch closely to see the direction of the pleats is facing each other. From the one towards the back is facing the one towards the front from the front. I hope that makes sense. Okay, the back pleats are opposites of the front pleats at the hip area. So I will stitch up this middle front. So after stitching it down, this is what it looks like. You can see that the drape is already forming even while we are not yet done. You can see what the drape is looking like. So beautiful. So this is how you're going to follow this process to form your pleats. If not, you're going to really take your time. It's going to take your time if you do not notch, just as I explained in this video. So I'll go ahead and remove the pins for this upper part and also go ahead and turn the neckline with the interfacing. That's the first thing to do for the front and the back. Watch closely to see what I am going to do here. So on this upper part, I'm going to use gather. I'm not going to use pleats. But if you want, you can use pleat to do yours. Okay, but make sure that the pleats matches with the one on the skirt part while putting it. Take your measurements right and do that. So here I've put the gather for both the front and the back, and this is what it looks like. Yes, I prefer the gather, and that is why I use this for the upper part. If you prefer pleats, you can go ahead and use pleats. Just make sure it matches with the lower part, which is the draped skirt. So the next thing is to go ahead and put our facings. Okay, stitch down the facing, notch and top stitch. If you're familiar with my tutorials, you will know how to stitch, notch and top stitch. So that is the method I'm going to use for the facing for both the front and the back facings in this tutorial. So after doing that, you can see what I'm pointing here is how I'll be putting lacing on the back. Yes, because on the style there is lacing at the back. So that is what I did here. I put the lacing between the facing and the fabric. Just stitch the strip, okay, the lacing as long as you want it, and then fix it in there, just enough to make a bow. Now watch how I am going to place the front and stitch. Yes, this is to get a perfect V for the front. So after stitching it, this is what it looks like. I stitched and serged it, and you can see that the V neckline came out so beautiful and lovely. Ensure you use this method to stitch your V since it has a middle center front line. This will give you a perfect V neckline. So after doing that, this is what I have, and it's coming out so lovely. You can see what the shoulder is looking like. So this is what it looks like. I'll go ahead, and I have gone ahead to stitch the sides and also serged it. So you can see what it looks like. I'm going to hold it like this and stitch down. This is to help me hold down the facing. I will still tack it, but this will help hold it in place. Just position it the way I did, and your facing will lay properly, and you have few tackings to do to keep your facing in place. So this is the band, and this is how I'm going to be fixing it. So I'll go ahead and fix the band, place one on top and one beneath, while the upper bodice will be between the two. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. I'm going ahead to mark the landmarks, which are the side lines, the center, front line, and all of that, because that will help me while joining the skirts. So while joining the skirts, I'm going to follow those landmarks and make sure they are matching and stitch it all through. So after stitching it down, this is what it looks like. Go ahead and iron and fix your zipper. Now this is how I'm going to stitch down my zipper and use the facing to turn it in like this. Yes, that is what I'm going to do with the zipper. Fix the zipper, serge the lower part and turn it, of course, and your dress will be ready. So you can see what it looks like at the back. Ensure to put your zipper really nicely. And after putting it together, those still without the zipper, and this is what it looks like. I just had to pin it down somehow at the back to, showcase the fitting. I've not had time to fix the zipper even as at the time of doing this voice note for this. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and let me know what you think about my videos. Thank you guys for always stopping by to watch my videos, and thank you for watching. I love you all, and of course I will see you in my next video. Bye.